Hello, everyone. How are you on this fine day? My readings are timeless. If you've joined me, we're doing a pick a card, as you probably noticed in the title. I don't know. I have not seen these cards. I have not looked at them. I will be just as surprised as you are as to what we get. So I don't know or anything, but we're going to use my violet flame agate, which is really a beautiful stone. I love this stone. I just love it. But we're going to work with this. That's group 1. Okay? Violet flame, group 1. Our Peacock Chakra rock. That is absolutely shimmery. I wish you guys could see how shimmery and beautiful. I don't know if you can see that. How shimmery and beautiful this rock is, but in real life it's just shimmery and beautiful. It's got like whole bunches of different colors in it the more you rotate it and stuff. So we have our Peacock rock. That's going to be group 2. Group 3 is getting the quartz crystal. So it's a little egg-shaped quartz crystal. We get that. Okay. All right. I did do the cards. I pulled them already, so we have them already pulled, but I have not looked at them. I will be just as surprised as you are. We'll talk about each card in each group. You can watch 1, you can watch 2, you can watch all 3. Doesn't really matter. Whatever you choose, it's your reading, so whatever is up to you, what you choose. So first you're going to choose, while I show you the piles here, and I show you your stones with them, 1, 2, or 3, then you can choose which one you want while I show. So there's our violet flame agate, there's group 1, there's group 2, and there's group 3. Let me zoom out a little bit on those. All right, 1, 2, or 3. Whatever you'd like. Okay? Look at us. I'm getting good at these pick-a cards. And I like doing them. They're fun. I like doing them. They're really fun. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to choose our group. So I'm going to just take a couple of deep breaths while you pick. 1, 2, or 3 while you go within and discover which one you want to take. Go with what your heart and your gut says, okay? And I'm just going to take a couple deep breaths before we start. Spirit, thank you for being here for our pick-a-card reading. I appreciate you coming in and joining me, and I look forward to doing this reading. We're going to go ahead and get started with group 1. You ready, group 1? I have not seen this. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got the mirror. Oh, which sign got the mirror? I don't know. There was a sign that got the mirror too. The mirror. Well, which is reflection, reference, distinguish, and appearance. The mirror. All right, that's what we're working with, group 1. We got the mirror. So let's take a look at what the mirror has to say. So when I look at the mirror card, I'm seeing, someone looking at their own reflection. So it's something within you that you're looking at. Sometimes people around us can be mirrors of behaviors, mirrors of belief systems that no longer resonate, attitudes. I'm just letting Spirit bring to me whatever it will right now. But reflection, reference, distinguish, and appearance, and the mirror. So are you doing mirror work at this time? And by mirror work, I mean looking in the mirror and actually telling yourself how much you love yourself and how smart you are and how absolutely crucial to the human cycle you are. Or are you looking in the mirror going, God, you're ugly? I mean, it's okay, whatever you're doing. But just remember that, even when we look at our ugly, and we don't care that it's there, or we're okay with it, you're not ugly. Okay? You're just not. None of us is. No one is. And I don't care what anybody has to say about that. As I grew up, when I was growing up in the 70s, I got teased quite a bit. For my size, I was the smallest in my class. I had these big, beautiful blue eyes. They looked like little owl eyes, and this little bitty tiny head. So I did look funny. Okay, it took a while for me to grow into my face. The boys used to bark at me, call me a dog. They thought it was funny. And it hurt, and I had to heal that. And guess what, you guys? I think I'm so beautiful. I do. I look at myself every day in the mirror, and I tell myself how beautiful I am. I do. Every single day. And I tell myself how much I love myself. And I tell myself how thankful I am that I found out who I am. And that I allowed my spiritual path to be the leader in my life. And that I surrendered to my spiritual path. There was nothing better for me. So group 1, let's see what this mirror is trying to say to us. Where do you want me to go? Pull Mary Magdalene? Okay. Alright, so Spirit says I'm going to pull you a Mary Magdalene card. Alright. Mary Magdalene, if you join us, I'd greatly appreciate it. I cannot make this shit up. So we got union. Myself and soul are one. Myself, my human being, and my soul or my spirit, my higher self, we are one. So are you. Group 1. So when you're looking in that mirror, doing that mirror work, know who you're talking to. You are talking to a divine, powerful soul in a human body, here to experience a human existence. So when you're doing your mirror work, Mary Magdalene says there is no separation between you and your higher self. There is none. No separation whatsoever. Myself and soul are one. And I'm just going to make a little note, you guys. I don't title these or anything until after I do it because I want to see what comes out in the reading. So I take notes. It's not a crime. I'm old. And I don't remember things. And instead of having to rewatch myself on a video that I just made, I can just take notes. And then I don't have to watch it. I can just put it out there. Right? Right. Exactly, group 1. Okay. Alright. So when you look at your reflection, what do you see? Do you see how divine you are? Do you see how absolutely wonderful you are? Let's grab one of these Feral Psychic cards too, see if we can get a story going here for group 1. Let's see if we can get a story going. Group 1, please, Spirit. Just one card. Thank you. Releases power. And guys, this is I think it's a bull's head, but you know, whatever. But releases power. Freedom begins the moment you stop clinging. Let it go with love or with fire, but let it go. Okay. So you're releasing something. Maybe during your mirror work, you're releasing the parts of you that no longer resonate. the parts of you that just no longer can walk with you anymore. The parts of you that you need to drop and let go. Well, and whether you do it with love or with fire, it doesn't really matter, right? And this could be about, you seeing in someone else something that you used to be. And you can say, yeah, no, I've been there already. Stop. Not going there again. Okay? And it could be someone demonstrating something that you're achieving, that you're striving for. And they can be a mirror for you. It can go either way. People can be mirrors for us all the time. I know that one thing that helped me when I was releasing all of my things that kept me separated from spirit, which we call addictions and mental health issues and all of that, when I was releasing all of that and doing the healing work around that, I know that the mirror was sometimes my unhealed mother or was sometimes my overbearing grandfather or grandmother, or my just friends that were still in their addictions were showing me exactly why I was glad I walked away from that, right? And exactly why I released it. And some parts of me I had to let go and love, and other parts of me I had to burn down. Okay, I had to really, really get serious with myself, put my foot down with myself, light it on fire, and watch it burn down. And I'm speaking figuratively, not literally. I didn't actually set fire to anything. Okay, and you shouldn't either. That's dangerous. Okay, but in my mind's eye, I watched it burn. And when my tower hit, I didn't get a choice in that. I really didn't. It hit me, and bye-bye freedom for a while. I was in that 8 of Wands devil energy, 8 of Swords devil energy, locked in my head for months, years for years. And when that tower came down, I had to let it fall. All right, group one, we're going deep. Let's see what tarot has to say about this. All right, Spirit, tell me about mirror. Give me some cards around the mirror. What should group one be taking from this mirror? What is the mirror? One more. Thank you. So the wheel's going to turn whether you see it in the mirror or not. Okay? So we got the Wheel of Fortune, and it's going to continue to turn. Whether you see what you need to see in your reflection or not. Okay? And some of you are wounded. And what you're seeing is your wounds when you see the mirror, or when you see it reflected back to you in other people. You're seeing your wounds. And the reason why things keep coming back up and coming back around is because you haven't healed it yet. You haven't been brave and dove deep inside yourself to heal it. What are you waiting for? If you need help or guidance, there's a lot of us out there that will lead and guide you, that will help you take your spiritual path seriously. Not do the work for you. Oh, never. We can't. We can't do the work for you. You have to do the work yourself, but we can be there to help you through the dark moments of that. We can be there to help guide, or to just hold space for. you. That's what we do. That's what spiritual doulas do. Spiritual awakening doulas, that's what we do. We guide you through your awakening and the healing journey of that awakening. Because there are a whole bunch of people out there spouting off that they're awake, and they're not, because they haven't done the work. They want everybody else to do it for them. They want a tarot reader to tell them how to make their decisions. They want, they want everybody else to do the work for them, and it just doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. You can't see it unless you actually see it with your own eyeballs and in your own mind and in your own heart. It is the way it is, group one. And slow and steady does win the race. The Knight of Pentacles is here. And he is, taking his time, planting his seeds along the way, making sure that everyone, that the message is right, making sure that he's in alignment as he goes forward. So take your time, group one. All right. What can you tell me about the union, which is myself and soul are one? What advice do you have about this card, please? 2 more cards, please. I said 2, but you gave me 4. Oh, Spirit can't count like we can. It's like playing gin rummy. Okay. All right. So what I'm seeing here is somebody that is very conflicted about, or is fighting others. Okay, number 1, you can't force anyone to awaken. I just heard that. So if you are new to the path of being spiritually awakened, you cannot force anyone else to join you. They have to come to the conclusion on their own, and that will create conflict if you're doing that. You cannot force anyone to agree with your path or not. All you can do is you, group 1. Okay? Yourself and your soul are one. We are one with the collective, but each individual person has the right and has written their own chart, has charted their own life here, and they will awaken when it's their time to awaken, and there's nothing that you can do that's going to make them wake up. Not a thing. So stop fighting that. Just continue to grow. They will either stay with you or they will not. And you will be okay either way because you're aligned, because you've done the work. So it won't matter whether they stay or go. Stop worrying about everybody else's spiritual path. Start worrying about only your own. We have a 3 of Pentacles. This is teamwork, okay? This is my card. Now, this can be teamwork within your work or your family, working as a team to get things done and whatnot else. It can be that for the mundane, but for me and for my readings here, this always means my higher self, my shadow, and my divine connection to source are one, and we are working together. Always in my readings. So someone is very aligned. Someone understands that they are connected to the source and that their shadow is not a bad thing to look in the mirror and see. Okay? We have the Knight of Wands, who understands exactly where he's going and is going to go there quickly. So I see travel. So maybe some of you are getting ready to travel. do some astral traveling. I don't know. Whatever works. And some of you are getting a wish fulfilled. Okay? So Spirit has heard you. And some of you are getting a wish fulfilled. Because you have stayed sovereign. Because you have integrated your shadow with your light, Spirit is going to give you a little bit of a reward. I don't know what it is for each of you, but I know it will be good because it's the 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. All right, let's take a look here at Release is Power. So I'm just going to ask why this card is here. And if we get some information about why this card is here on what needs to be released, I'll let you know. If not, we're just going to get educated on why we release things that no longer serve us. I think. I don't know. We'll let Spirit have a talk here. All right, group 1. Why is Release's Power here? The moment you stop clinging. Freedom begins the moment you stop clinging. What are you clinging to? What are you clinging to? Okay? Because the first card out was the Hierophant. Okay, so that to me is giving me the energy right now of belief systems and traditions that no longer fit in your life. Okay? But it can also be that you're a guide or teacher and you're starting to embrace that. It can also be that you're releasing a spiritual path that doesn't serve you anymore. Okay? You're releasing that you're clinging to. Beliefs that you're clinging to. I don't know what those are for everybody. Okay? But if you're on the spiritual path, okay, or coming into the spiritual path, I think I have some people that are curious watching tonight. So the spiritual path is basically looking at everything we learned in the past about God and going, yeah, that's bullshit. God is me. I am God. God is me. You are God. God is we. We are all a part of God. Everybody has a piece of God within them. We all go back to God when we're done here. So if you were raised in, let's say, Christianity or another dogmatic Abrahamic faith or any faith path that put a separation between you and God, I think that's what's getting released for some of you. And welcome. If you need help, there's a link in the description. 7 of Wands is here. Stand up for yourself, okay? Part of releasing your power, part of releasing, part of understanding that release is powerful is understanding that when you release something, some people might not like that. And you may have to stand up for yourself and say, yeah, well, not my problem that you don't agree with me. This is where I'm heading now. Okay? And the release is so powerful that when you release this, whatever it is that you need to release, group 1, only you know what you need to release. But when you do, the world shows up. You've completed a cycle. You've embraced who you are. So whatever you're releasing, it's because it's supposed to go. So that you can start a new chapter. So that you can complete this cycle that you're in. It might be a karmic cycle. It might be just part of your path that you wrote in, a lesson that you needed to learn. So learn the lesson and move on. I mean, seriously, learn the lesson and move on. Don't stay stuck there. Okay? Don't stay stuck there. All right, let's take a look at... That's what I got for you, Group 1. We don't need to take any more looks. That's what I got for you. All right. Let me pick all these cards up so I can get ready for Group 2. All right. All right, we're back. Group 2. You ready to see your card? I'm ready to see your card. I'm really curious as to what this card is. Taboo. Limit, crime, forbidden love, and curiosity. What is going on with this? Limits, crime, forbidden love, and curiosity. Taboo. Wow. Okay. So, from the card, I'm getting that someone may be in a triangle. And I'm sorry for that, unless that's what you like. Okay? No judgment. No judgment here. But it's not what I'd prefer. I like monogamy. I like, I mean, if I had written this life differently, maybe, but I wrote this life to be who I am, and so I prefer one partner or no partner, and I don't need to be in a triangle, and I prefer honesty and integrity and devotion over not having any of that, right? But this can also talk about, being curious about your sexuality. It can also talk about limits and crime, this could be a shadow, so we could be working with our shadow here, Group 2. Are we working with our shadow? Let's find out. Let's see. I'm going to pull a Feral Psychic card just like I did for Group 1. Let's see if I can pull one that helps with this taboo. I said 1, not 7,000. Okay, 1. Okay, can I have one card around taboo or for Group 2, whatever they need to hear? Whatever Group 2 needs to hear. Okay, so ancient roots came out. Your soul chose this lineage for a reason. You carry not just their pain, but the power to transmute it. This is a shadow. This is a shadow reading. Okay, what other deck can I use for a shadow reading? Let's use the moon. We're going to get some guidance from the moon here. Can you tell me about taboo and our shadow and ancient roots, please, Spirit, using the moon card? Full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. Yeah, someone's working with their shadow. Okay, Group 2. And yes, and just like I did for Group 1, I'm writing this down because I don't choose my title or my thumbnails or anything like that for these videos until I do everything. So we've got taboo, ancient roots, so ancestral pain, and it's time to release negativity. And Group 1 also had, so Group 1 also had some release stuff come up in their reading. So if you want, you can go back and watch their reading. If you want, you know, don't have to, but if you want to, you might find something that resonates with you there as well. But this is shadow work. We're working on our shadows here. Someone's healing a lineage, healing the pain of their ancestral line. And I understand that. I get that. I've been working on healing my maternal line for a while. So I get that. I really understand it. And it can be limiting, right? And we can be, and then that makes us curious, and we do, you know, and then our shadow, if we let our shadow run rampant, it can take the lead, and we can get in, you know, crime, trouble. We can get into forbidden love situations, or just situations that we shouldn't be in, you know, and then we have to look at that, and then we have to release that, right? So let's take a look at what the tarot says about taboo. Let's take a look at what tarot says about the taboo. What does tarot say about taboo? Well, something's happening fast around here. Okay? Something's happening really quick. So we got the Eight of Wands. So some incoming message is going to help wake you up a little bit. Work with your shadow. Okay? Find out why it's acting up. Because we got the Chariot. You're on the move. What are you doing, group 2? I mean, seriously, what are you doing? Comments. I want to know. This is all about going forward. Okay, so, and the Eight of Wands is usually all of the wands are going in one direction as well. So this is going in one direction. And are you going into the shadow and planning to stay there? Or are we going in there just to heal things? What are we doing? What are we doing here? So I got the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is curious. Page of Wands is determined and fiery and passionate. Learning about those passionate things that maybe seem a little shadowy to people. Learning about anger. Learning about how powerful anger is when it's used properly. Okay? And how destructive it is when it's not. Learning about the shadow. Diving into the shadow. To figure out what's taboo or not for you. And what is for you. And what you can use to transform it into more light energy. Okay, and why it's time to release negativity? Why did that come out? Why is it's time to release negativity? Come here. So we got the Five of Cups, which is that. I look at this card and they all just look so sad, don't they? Like they just lost something. Something's so lost. They're so lost. They're just sad. And is that a poisoned apple she has in her hand? Or is it a pomegranate? It might be a pomegranate. If it's a pomegranate, that's a good thing. I think it might be a poisoned apple. And we got the Six of Pentacles. This is my card of give and take. So yeah, we can't have... So one of the things that drives me absolutely crazy, group 2, is people that tell me that you got to kill your ego. I ain't killing my ego. If I kill my ego, I stop breathing. Okay? My ego is my human self. Your ego is your human self. Warts and all. It helps you breathe. It helps your heart pump. It helps you put one foot in front of the other when we're walking. Helps our mouth, our lips move when we make sounds with our voice box. It helps our voice box make sounds. We cannot kill our ego. We can't. We can tame it a little bit. We can ask it to be nice, to play nice, and to work with our higher self. And we can heal it if it's been injured or traumatized. Okay, but we got the 6 of Pentacles here. And that's my card of give and take. You know, pay myself first so that I can give to others. Take care of my needs so that I can take care of everybody else's needs if I need to. But I can't pour from an empty cup. I can't give out all my energy and expect to be 100% healthy. I won't be. And then we have the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups, to me, is the card of illusion. Everybody else is like, oh, it's so wonderful you got the 10 of Cups. 10s are endings. And for me, since water is intuition, the 10 of Cups, to me, is the ending of an illusion. So releasing the negativity is ending the illusion. Whatever the illusion is for you. So maybe you think that your spiritual path is taboo because it doesn't believe that Jesus died for your sins. Let's just take that as an example. You have figured out that Jesus came, he was killed because he was awake. And they killed him because he was awake. And he tried to tell everybody the kingdom of heaven is within you. The kingdom of heaven is here. I and the Father are one. You can do everything that I've done and more because you and the Father are one. We are all the Father's children. And he used the word Father because that was the language of the day. And we've changed it to source or spirit or God. You know, non-gendered God, goddess, whatever. It's a consciousness. Christ is a consciousness. We can all be Christs. Every single one of us can be a Christ. Nobody's coming to save you. Okay, Jesus didn't die to save you. He was murdered by the people who did not want him to get the message out that people did not need an interceder between themselves and God. They didn't want his radical teachings then, and there's a bunch of people out there right now that don't want it now either. That's the truth, group 2. That's my truth. Okay, it might not be true for you, but that's my truth, and I get to have it. Let's talk about ancient roots, shall we? Speaking of ancient roots, that's how so many of us get drummed into the church, right? Our parents put us there, make us go, think it's the best thing for us when it's not. Let's talk about ancient roots. Yeah, their family has hurt them a whole lot. There is some trauma with the family. You need to go within and heal that shit. Because it's going to break the cycle. If you heal, you will break the cycle. We got the 5 of Pentacles out here. Poverty, afraid of being left out in the cold. She's just despondent. And the 9 freaking swords. The Nine of Swords, guys. The Nine of Swords is staying in grief and despondency. Not shaking yourself out of it, just choosing to sit there in it. And you can't heal anything for your ancestors doing that. You can't heal you, and if you heal you, you'll heal your ancestors too. Okay? It's just, it is what it is. It will go back, and it will go forward. You won't have to worry about your daughters or your granddaughters or your sons or your grandsons. Because you're taking it on yourself to do the healing work now of this. And so you need to go within and make a decision. Do you heal or don't you? Do you continue to live in your shadow and let your shadow run amok? Or do you get in there and make friends with it, acknowledge its existence, and say, you know what? I'm taking the reins now. And it's not going to feel good. It's going to hurt a little bit. We might need to get some help. We might need to get some therapy. We may need to get a journal and journal everything in it. We may need to, invest in ourselves and go get a spiritual coaching or sign up for a package where we would get 4 months of support while we do the worst part of the darn work. I wish I would have had that. What I offer, I wish I would have had. Okay? That's all in the description and in links at my website. Go check my website out. I'm sure you'll find something that will agree with you. Or not. And I can't leave this here like this, because I don't know if we've accomplished anything, Group 2, other than pointing out someone needs to work with their shadow. So I want to ask the fairies, I think. I'm going to ask the fairies, just because I think that's who's going to give me the best answer. Fairies, if the collective that's watching this Group 2 video decides to do the work and actually heal themselves and actually get themselves out of this taboo energy that they're in, will they be successful? Will it be better for them? Fairy Queen's crown. Embrace your sovereignty. Let your heart rule with love. Oh my God. Group 2, if you do this work of healing around this taboo and this negativity, and you release it, and you start to see yourself as an ancestral cycle breaker, a generational healer within your own line, your lineage, and you step into your sovereignty, and you embrace your crown, there's nothing better. There's nothing better. Good on you. Good on you, Group 2. What a great reading. I mean, it's passionate, fiery, and just taboo. We got into some taboo subjects. But wow, we did it. We managed. All right. And my ears are ringing because we hit this one. We nailed this one. I nailed this one. I don't know. We did it together. So I don't want to take all the credit for it because your energy helped. So thank you for your energy and your love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. Where is that deck? There it is. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to take a little pause here and come back and do Group 3. All right, Group 3. You ready? So Group 1 and Group 2 were like release, and then another one about release and our shadows. So let's see what we're dealing with here. I can feel a shift in the energy, so I think it's a little bit lighter. I think you guys' energy is a little bit lighter. Yes. Oh my God. I knew it. Hope. Wish, expect, and desire. I knew it. I felt the energy in here just lighten right up as soon as I got done with Group 2. Group 2 was pretty intense. Group 2 was pretty intense. Okay, so which deck for the Oracle? You want to You want a fairy? Okay. So I just did a fairy card at the end for group 2, but Spirit's saying to do a fairy card for you guys as well that goes along with our hope here. So wishing, expecting, and desiring. Love this. What a way to end this. My goodness. My goodness. All right. All right, so let's see. Fairies, I just need one card that will go along for group 3. Pixie Path. Follow your own trail. Let your heart guide your journey. So someone's diving into their heart. We're going hope on the Pixie Path. All right. Nice. And then we want... And every group is getting one of these cards. This is one of those cards where we just see what we got going on here. So for group 3, the crystal, the quartz crystal, can I have a card for group 3 that goes along with hope and the Pixie Path? So not only do we get hope, you guys, we got radical hope. Oh my God. In a world littered with chaos and darkness, choosing hope is the wildest form of rebellion. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. So, you know, I've had a lot of hurt and disappointment and despair in my 56 years of living. I just have. But you know what? The sweetest thing is that I am out here living my best life after I've healed that. And that's because I have hope, radical hope, and I follow the Pixie Path. I go down my own trail, letting my heart lead me. I don't know who needed to hear that, but there is hope. When you let your heart take the wheel and you say, guide me, and I'll do whatever it takes. I will cry. I will do the healing. I will journal every day for a year. I will sit out under a tree every day for 6 months. I will do whatever it is that you tell me I have to do, Spirit. I will do it because I believe that I can heal this. And I believe that I can get even 15 minutes away from the chaos and the darkness. And I can live in hope, and I can live in love, and I do not have to conform to them. And I can follow my own trail. I can be who I am here with who I am. Oh, yeah. All right. We're going to use the cosmic. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm going to use these fun little creature tarots for us. Group 3. We need some hope. We're going to use the creatures. Creature tarot. I like this deck. It's not mine. I get to use it, though, because it's in the house. All right. Let's talk about the hope. Let's talk about hope here. I need 3. Each card gets 3 cards. Okay, thank you. Oh my God, you guys! We got a good one. We got good ones. Okay, we got the 6 of Wands, victory. After the defeat, we won. Yay, go us! Victory. I mean, look at these little creatures. Look at them all. Aren't they cute? Holy cow, we got victory. Oh, and we're in the spider's web. And we got some fireflies hanging around by the spider's web. We got the Ace of Wands. So some form of new fiery spark is going to spark off. And we are going to sit in our Queen of Cups energy. We're going to be this mama whale here. Look at that. Look at that whale. She's the queen of the ocean. She's nurturing and caring and intuitive. She knows where the food is. She knows where she should go. She's just so intuitive and into her body, and she just swims and she jumps and blows air out her porthole. She's awesome. I love whales. Okay. I love animals. Okay. All right. So yeah, so we got some victory. We got a new passion, new desire. We got the Queen of Cups here hanging out with us and being like, that's my crown. All right, and the Pixie Path, please. Let me get some cards around the Pixie Path, please. Pixie Path. All right, there's our 3 cards. We got the Ace of Pentacles, you guys. That's 2 aces. Look at us go. We got the Ace of Pentacles. Look at that Sovereign Owl on there. Look at her. So not only do we get a new inspiration, a new spark, new passion, new desire, but it might pay us too. Okay? It might be a new way to monetize. It might be a new way to get your chores done faster. I don't know, whatever it is for you. But there's something new coming in the material world for you if you continue to follow down the Pixie Path. If you continue to balance between death and the devil. Temperance is here. If you continue to balance and turn your ick into beauty, turn your ugly into gorgeousness, dive into your shadow and heal it and work with it, transform it, alchemize it, something else come out in the world, because we got justice too. Holy cannolis, we got 2 aces. We got temperance and justice out here. Wow. Justice is all about balance. Justice is all about we did it. So if group 1 was the start of this release negativity and group 2 was the holy crap, group 3, you're the reward. I don't know. You may want to go back and watch those other 2 videos. I don't know. Just saying. All right, let's take a look at Radical Hope. Can I get another one on Radical Hope? Another one, please? No, that's way too many. Don't give me all those. Which one? This one? Okay. All right. So the first thing that flew out was the Queen of Swords. Obviously, she's a very beautiful owl carrying her sword of truth. Radical hope. Choosing hope is the wildest form of rebellion in a world full of chaos and darkness. Kind of sounds like the world we live in. Just saying. Then we got the Page of Wands. So learning how to wield your creativity and your passion and learning how to go after what you want. Learning what's aligned and going after it. Learning that. And the 3 of Wands, you guys, look at that. The 3 of Wands. So this one is kind of giving me the, should I stay or should I go now? Because we got one little birdie just standing there on the wand, and then we got another bird flying off with a wand in its beak and carrying a wand. So just looks like, you know, I could fly away or I can stay. Doesn't matter because I'm okay, right? Doesn't matter. I'm all right. I can just stay right here. It's cool. It's cool. We're good. We're good. Group 3, that was gorgeous. Loved it. All right. I'm going to be back in just a minute. I'm going to just have a few words for the end of the video. And thank you, Group 3. Thank you. You've done a lot of really hard work, and I can see it in the cards. You've integrated your shadow. You've gone through some nightmarish situations, and you've found your way back to yourself, and you let your heart guide your journey. If it doesn't resonate there, it just doesn't get anywhere with you. So that's good on you. I'm proud of you, Group 3. Thank you for letting me be in your energy. I appreciate it. All right. And to everybody else watching, thank you for being here for our pick a card reading. I really appreciate you. And do the things and stuff at the end of the video. Like, share, subscribe. Let's keep getting this beautiful collective bigger and better, because we are stronger when we are together. Okay? We are stronger when we can put this energy out into the world, when we can bring radical hope to the world. Chef's kiss, y'all. Chef's kiss. All right, you guys. Have a great night. See you next time I do a collective read. I love these pick a cards. Have a good one. Go forth and conquer, beautiful souls.